All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Bart is back with a brand new video. Options. Grab a hold of me tightly. Trading like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Back today with another fresh video. You probably should have thought that through before you just started singing it. I probably should have, but I'm going in cold. Coming in cold this morning because I'm missing you. I am missing you a lot. No matter how you feel about me today. Wednesday, October 11, 2023 on the Mayan calendar. 9/11 a.m. today. Let's take a look. Speaking of, I was looking for this earlier and I found it. Speaking of Ice Ice Baby, that is my baby. That is Foxy. 1991 Mustang GT. 56,000 original miles. Red interior. That thing is, oh, it's a fun little ride. And this is the farm fields. Whenever I say coming to you from the farm fields of Valparaiso, Indiana, this is my backyard. That's our 40-acre farm from tree line to tree line. And then there's another tree line on the south side, and that's the basketball court that Lady Spends a Lot talked me into installing. Cost me $11,000, and I don't think one basket has been shot on it this summer. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, but anyways, I don't know why. We were singing Ice Ice Baby. So let's take a look. We're going in cold. Let's fire up the Big Mac. I kind of know what's going on in general today. I think it looked green from the gym. It was leg day. When Lady Lifts a Lot was on the leg press, I was sneaking a peek on one of the screens that is CNBC. I'm seeing a little bit of both. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at it now. Let's go to bar chart. I like to do this. Go to bar chart. Look at the... Where did my head go? Where... Is this thing even on? Is this thing still recording? Where'd your head go? Let's find it. Oh, there it is. It's there. It looks like it's still recording. Let's get the head back over here on bar chart. There it is. Let's go to stocks and start stock market overview. Take a look at the full list and just see what kind of action we're looking at here. What kind of action do we have? So Tezzy, we got Tezzy up $1 bill today. Nvidia's up $5.50. Meta is up. ExxonMobil down, and the reason is because they're buying, see this one under it? Boop, boop, boop. Pioneer Natural Resources is being purchased by ExxonMobil. So that's going to make ExxonMobil print even more money. But as you know, when companies buy other companies, and typically they pay a little premium for doing so, the buying company takes a little bit of a hit because the shareholders are like, hey, you didn't even ask me first. So I do have a 105 put on ExxonMobil that I thought was just safe as a kitten, but it's going to be under pressure. But I'll take ExxonMobil at 105. I won't even do anything about it. What are you doing over here, Palantir? This thing, is it up to date or what? So it skyrocketed. Now I got a sell signal. Had a buy signal at 1781 and then got a sell signal at 1805, but that sell signal isn't coming through at the moment, and hopefully it doesn't. What else? Apple, Microsoft, all the usual suspects as far as this is the companies that get the most action. I like to look at. Then I'll look at percent change. So you'll see the top contenders up here, like Tempest Therapeutics is up 817% today. And then we go to downtown to Chinatown, and you see that any of our names up here on the most down. Mara is down. I'm sure Riot's there somewhere. There's Riot. Yeah, because cryptos are down today. Very volatile, very reactive to any movement. There's my sweetheart ExxonMobil down 3.72% today. So it could be another good day to sell puts on Exxon. But let's look, is oil prices down again today? Looks like it is. Where are you? Fresh that up. Yep, it's down 1.44%. Crude currently trading at 84.76. So all my oil sweethearts will be down today, but just wait till they report earnings. I'm just telling you right now, and this is not financial advice. Arista Networks. Okay, I got that. I got in at 182.50, currently down nearly 4%, but still at 187.20. Anything interesting in here that we're looking to trade? Target was up nice yesterday. I went ahead and rolled the dice, took my chances, sold some calls. I sold like 122 calls. So right now, those are going to be sitting pretty. Coca-Cola down again. Kenvue down again. Might be interested in Texas Instruments. They don't have a great deal of volatility compared to the other chips, the other chip stocks, let's see, ARM at 55. That's a brand new opportunity for us. Just had their IPO. I don't know if that was last week or the week before. Deere is down. I just actually rolled out and up a call on Deere, went from 395 to 400, grabbed a few dollar bills, and now that'll be sitting even prettier. Pepsi still just punching me right in the cookie bag. Same with Starbucks. Verizon. I sold some calls on Verizon, so we'll look at those trades in one moment here. AMD, I'd be interested in selling puts, but it would need to go down further before I would do so. Sorry, this is the boring part that I usually do off camera. It's not boring for me. I enjoy it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. So let's go to the big board over here on Robinhood just to see where we are, because I've got it on the Palantir options chain here. So I don't know what we're up today. We should be up something because we were taking it on the chin for a while there. Let's take a look. Hey, we're up 5,100 a day, rising from the dead. In fact, I had a conversation yesterday. I was on the phone with LL Cool J, and he's like, yo, Bart, what's up with the portfolio? And I said, don't call it a comeback. So I've been here for years. I thought we were up. You just said we were up, and now we're down. It says we're down 850, probably because it wasn't refreshed. So we're at 1716. So that's much better than where we were. We were trading downtown to Chinatown in like what, 16? How low did it go? 1650 maybe? In that range. But let's look at the trades that we have expiring this week. And I've got to work on, I want to have as few expiring next Friday as possible because we will be in Mexico. Viva la Mexico! Next week. So I have made most trades, I'll show you, expiring on the 27th coming up. So let's see what we've done since you and I have been away from each other. You and I must make some trades. Collect that premium because it's great. So on Monday, we had an Amazon call, 133 for 112 in premium. Snowflake put at 147. What's Snowflake doing? Where are you at? Here you are. Whoa. Snowflake is looking sweet. Snowflake at 164. So our 147 strike is probably doing... Oh, wait. What are we looking at? What am I even looking at? I'm confused. I said it expired 10/6. Oh, wait, we're on the wrong date. You're like a week short, a week late, $1 short. Let's get to Monday. What? Will you edit that part out? Nope. Devon Energy. I purchased some Devon last week for like, I don't know, 10 cents and sold those 3 contracts because I bought 300 shares. Sold those at 47.50. Devon currently trading at 46.22, and that expires next Friday. So far so good on those. 132 collected there. There's that Arista network we were talking about earlier. They're down today, but still way over my strike price. So if you want to come and get those, I don't know if the roll works for me next week before the expiration, then we'll roll it. Otherwise, we'll let it fly away. Teladoc, I've got a handful of shares that I've overpaid for, but the premium on the calls are very nice. So we got $66 on that one contract. Datadog, how you doing today, Datadog? I really like Datadog. They are at 91.97. So those $88 puts are doing good there. That's expiring this Friday. Collected $260 on that. There's those calls on Verizon. Collected $140 on the 34 strike. Johnson & Johnson $162.50. Collected $142. Gilead $79 bills on the strike there. Collected $250. AbbVie $157.50. I got to check AbbVie though. Let's check it here. Let's check it here. Let's check the AbbVie because it is. I think I already locked in the dividend. I think that was yesterday. I think that was yesterday on the AbbVie, or is it today? If it's today, the stock should be down a little. It's up 149.49. Click over here. And when's the earnings? That's coming up too. Earnings is reporting on 10/27. So that's next Friday. I'm hoping that they kick booty. And then dividends, ex-dividend date is 10 and the 12. So that's Thursday. What's today? Wednesday. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow. AbbVie is collecting. So we did go out. If you see a bunch of 10/27s here, just looking to avoid next Friday. Give me very little to nothing to do while I'm floating around in the pool, walking the beach. There's 8 of us going. I'm very excited because, 8 is enough. $511 on that. UPS, we had 147 or 146 puts. Collected $555. What's UPS doing? Look over here so people can see it. Yeah. U and the P and the S. We already own some UPS. We paid a little bit more than what they're worth. So they're currently at 154.84. And where is that trade? And we have 146 puts expiring next Friday. So far, so good. So on Monday, we collected $2,140. Yesterday, we rolled Palantir's calls. So those are in trouble. But if I can keep printing at 20% plus, I'll roll them until they're taken away. Or, if the stock goes back down and they relieve some of that pressure. But I did trade that all the way out to November 17th for $624. Amazon rolled a call for $236, rolled that John Deere up and out, even though Deere is down today. I read an article the other day about John Deere, and it was like, this company's got some cool things they're working on with autonomous tractors, precision farming with regard to seeds and fertilization and weed repellent. It's really cool stuff coming up that I think is going to be making them some big dollar bills. So we got $215 for that. And then Target, there's those. I have 800 shares, so I've been sitting on those because Target is just cracking me in the cookie bag, kicking and punching. And I saw an opportunity to get a couple more bucks on top of the dividends I've been collecting. So I was able to collect $240 on a 122. So those will be sitting pretty right now. $1,315 yesterday. Have yet to make a trade today. So let's go back to the board and see what we're looking at. So the Amazon call doing just fine at 133. The Canadian Solar they were looking good yesterday. Are they? Whoa, looking real good. Loving that because I was way down in my whiskey on Canadian Solar. I want out of solar until interest rates show some sort of reprieve, which of course the stocks will move before I get back in. You missed it again because the market, it definitely knows more than I do. But like Enphase, Canadian Solar, those Solar Edge, those companies have been taken on the chin just because most people do not purchase these with cash, the solar for their homes. And like Enphase, I think is 80% residential. So that's why they've been way down in their whiskey as well. So I'd like to be out of this trade. I won't roll it. I won't look to get back into Canadian Solar unless they get real crazy. Then I do own it. I own how many shares, and I'm down in my whiskey on that. So see, I only have 200 shares, but I'm at 26.19, but I am making some nice premium on covered calls on Canadian Solar. So I don't want any more shares right now. If it does get me at, say it's trading at $23.95 and I collect those 400 shares at 24, that's fine. I'll just sell covered calls until those are wheeled away. $88 puts on Datadog, we said are good. Devon Energy, $44 puts. They're doing well. They're doing well at the moment at 95%. So we'll look to, I don't know, I'd take more shares. You're like glutton, very gluttonous. I'd take those for 44. So they'll probably expire at full profit. We'll find out. $85 puts on Semiconductor. I might close those today. We'll see. And then $93 calls. Those are under pressure. How much so? In the money? They are. They are way in the money. So we'll be looking to roll those. I'll probably wait another day or two. We'll see. Get a little drink from my Ember electronic coffee cup. Keeps my coffee at the temperature I want. Excuse the slurping. Pfizer at 87% profit on the calls. Quiet Riot under pressure today because Riot and all the crypto related stocks are down, but still doing good at $9 on those 10 contracts. SoFi calls, that was just kind of a money grab play. So I'll be rolling those again if I can get the premium, and it's almost no chance that I won't get the premium. So look at SoFi just taking the crazy train straight up. $8.63 up again today, and right now at over 3% up. So if we look at the numbers, so say I wanted to roll this, like if I wanted to close it, I'd have to, and I've got 2 contracts, right? So it'd be $232 to close them. So to roll them, if we go out 9 days, I'd probably only be able to roll at the 750 to also collect money. So if we rolled it out 9 days, that'd be a 7-day net, right? So there's our time change plus 7 days. It's $8. It's like, really? You're going to mess around for $8? Yes. It's $8 on $1,500 of cash, right? We're adding 7 days and then we're annualizing at 27.8%. So even that, which you would think it wouldn't get any action, 27.8% return, but I wouldn't do that trade. If I wanted to roll it, I'd roll it another week to that 27th. Go on to the 27th, and then could I catch any action at 8? And the answer is no, without paying. So at 8, it would be 81 cents against my $1.14, $1.15 debit. So if we click through here on the roll, it'd be $16. So it'd be basically the same math, because the last was $8. So it'd be 20 some percent, but it'd be $16. And then I would just sit pretty unless somebody grabbed them up, which they should. They should grab them up early, but they probably won't because of the volatility that's on the SoFi. Hey, what's Robinhood doing? It's on my watch list today. My little paper sheet with all my ant writing notes. What's on the list to look at? Hood, SoFi, Fastly, Datadog, Net, Okta, Unity. What's Unity doing? Let's take a look here. So I am sitting on 100 shares of Unity that I'd like to sell a covered call on. So anyways, that's our thoughts on that SoFi. Why let it go if I can still collect over 20% and still have the downside safety? Because it could lose another $1 a share and I'm still would be in the money if I wanted to get rid of those. All right. So SoundHound at 90%. And we got Square, aka Block, at 85%. They're making a comeback. Are they coming back again today? Oh yeah, look at them. They were down to what, like $40 in the 40s. I would say. I paid $51 for them, so I'm still under pressure. But these things have a lot of volatility, so the premium is very nice. So we'll look to roll that. I'm hoping, though, before I consider rolling it, it has another day or two of green. Tesla 255s, I'll definitely roll those. What's Tezzy doing today? Tesla at 263.89. So if you look to roll it, I would roll it 2 weeks out to that 27th. Otherwise, I'd have to pay over $1,000 to buy my way out of this current trade. Hold your horses there. Roll the position. If we look to the 27th, hold on, little girl. And we could probably, we could even go, if we wanted to go out and up big time, we can do that. Because we got 980 to clear on the debit. So I'd probably go up to the 262.50, yeah? Do we think Tesla is going to keep rising? Rise and roll? Hey, they're down today, just now. Or do we collect big dollar bills and go back to the 255 is what we're at? Because we paid 248 when we bought them. So that's showing me 710, right? $710. It'd be a net change of 14 days. So what would be the annualized? Now it's at 707. Okay, it's 25,500, 14-day annualized return of 72%. Hello. So we'll probably not be overly greedy and roll out and up. But we'll keep an eye on that. It's only a Wednesday. But I'm not afraid to trade that today or roll that today as well. 157.50 UPS calls. This is just a straight wheel play because UPS, when do they pay? Hey, why is it up here? Must have been looking at it yesterday. So they'll have an ex-dividend in about 1 month. It'll be, if we look at their history on ex-dividend, there should be around mid-November that they pay that next dividend or have the next X dividend date. And if we look to the last couple of years, so it was November 12th, November 19th, November 10th. So we should be right around that date as the next X dividend date. Yeah, I just changed my mind. So I won't let those go. I don't think they're going to be at the 157.50 pressure before these expire. So depending on what UPS is doing the next couple of days. So if it's red on Friday, I'll let them expire at full profit and then wait for a green day to sell another call. But since I've held them for how long? When did I get assigned those? When did we get assigned the 157.50? So there's our 300 shares at 157.50. And we bought them when? Whoa, look at that. Oh, that was a put. I was going to say, look at that big dollar bills we collected on a call, but that was a put. 146 put. So we're, as they say in the business, we're printing on that trade. Where did we buy those? I'd have to find out. I'd have to look at my notes. It wasn't that long ago. So if we probably look for the next call or the first call on here. So it would have been around this September 25th. So Friday, it would have been that Friday, the 22nd. I would have been assigned the 300 shares at 157.50. And then on Monday, September 25th, I sold those 3 contracts as a covered call and collected 435. Then I rolled them and collected 207. Then I traded the put and collected 555. So we'll let those expire on Friday at full profit unless it's a green day. But I'm not going to let those shares go because now I want that dividend because there's a nice dividend to be had, right? So how much dollar bills are we talking on 300 shares? Whoa, a bunch. So it's $1.62 a share times 300. I could use that $486. I just had a repair on Coco's Jeep. In fact, it wasn't, did I tell you this? So I just had the repair on Kid One's 2005 Nissan Altima. I had to go pick her up on the side of the road. She was on her way to class at Purdue Northwest. Had to go pick her up on the side of the road, have the car towed, and the bearings blew out on her right front wheel, on her passenger wheel. bearings blew out, did a little damage to the, of course, the hub involved, and then so that was like $980. I told her she was going to pay for it, and she agreed, but I haven't taken the money out of her account. Don't tell her. They're brats already. Then Coco, she came home on Thursday. She just left yesterday early evening for fall break. But Coco, and we went to dinner Saturday night with my mother, and it was my son who said, "Hey, Maya, you need to tell Dad about your car." And I'm like, "What about your car?" She's like, "I don't know. Every once in a while, it like kind of feels like it's shimmying a little bit around 55, 60 miles an hour." So of course I give it a test drive the next morning, and it was right about 55, 60 miles an hour, had a little shimmy action. So I've got these guys, Dave's Auto in Valparaiso, that they're always 2 to 3 weeks out because they're so good. And they only work Monday through Friday, which I'm perfectly fine with. So they're always booked, but they don't tell anybody this, but they always treat me special. I don't know why. So I called up my guy over there and I said, "Hey, I need a favor. Coco's Jeep. Can you take a look at it? It's shimmying. I don't know if it's transmission related because it feels also like it's revving. The RPMs are a little higher than they should be before shifting. And then it shimmies around 55, 60. Not like a, wheels out of alignment shimmy, but something I can feel in the throttle." So sure enough, it was, what happened? Sure enough, it was transmission needed a new, what did they put? It had a gasket, needed a new filter, and then needed to be cleaned, or the transmission fluid. They changed it, and it fixed the scenario, but it was like $487. So I need that money from UPS to pay for that bill. Hello, what is going on, Robin Hood? Where are you? Yeah, feel free to turn this video off or fast forward at any time. So Coco didn't even tell me about that. It was her brother, thank goodness, because I don't want her driving around. She was supposed to drive the car to O'Hare to pick up her sorority sister. I'm like, "No way, you're taking the CX-5, 9-time midsize SUV car of the year, Mazda CX-5. Got 2 of them." So she drove that up to O'Hare, picked up her sorority sister Noah, brought her back here. They had a nice home cooked meal from Lady Cooks a Lot, and then we're on their way. So they're back at school. So Walgreens, I think they're underwater right now on this 2350, which is good. It's alive. Nope, not underwater yet, but it's showing signs of life. Walgreens, believe it or not. I've owned those for forever, way before my YouTube days. Been involved in Walgreens and collecting the dividend. And they've been just like, if we looked at my position on Walgreens, I got to be 20 grand down, probably more. 15 grand down on the Walgreens. Of course, this isn't like when you're trying to make yourself feel good, which you have to do when you're trading. You would take what you paid, and then I'd factor in all the dividends and all of the premiums that I've collected against what I paid. And that would bring my average cost down. So yeah, that's part of why I traded the Walgreens covered call, just to make myself feel a little better, put a few more dollar bills in my pocket on a trade that has me way down in my whiskey. Or I shouldn't say a trade, a position. So Walgreens is on the chopping block though for end of year tax harvesting. Yes, I'm sorry to tell you that, Walgreens, but you are. So you are on the chopping block, along with I got all kinds of dogs. That's why this account isn't at 72 million. But we'll get into that as we proceed. Win calls, good. Are they under pressure? You can have them. You can have them back. Yes. Oh, it must have just went under. It flashed over 95, so it must have been over 95 today. You could have them back. So today it was trading over 95. So if it goes, because they don't have a dividend coming up, and their dividend is very tiny. Come on, Steve Wynn. Quit spending so much money on your plastic surgery and cough up some dollar bills to the shareholders. So their dividend's 25 cents a share. Hello. And the next ex-dividend date will be, well, it's going to be third week of November. But unlike UPS, I'd much rather own UPS than Win, even though Win, I mean, nobody's stopping gambling anytime soon or staying at Las Vegas, right? But we did overpay for what they did, but we've been making some nice dollar bills on the premium. But if they want to take them back at 95 on Friday, come and get it. You could have those back. You could have them back. And there's our 105 ExxonMobil currently trading in the 106s because of the news of them making another purchase. I'll take them at 105 because if you let them go at 105, you're making a mistake. So that's it for this week, even though we're 7 hours into this video. Checking on, is Hood still down? Because we'll make a trade on Hood. I can't do it at this moment because I want to see if it's related to anything that I need to know about. But I like Robinhood. I love the platform. I know that people make fun of Robinhood, but you're making a mistake. Robinhood reminds me a little bit of SOFI. And at some point, like in a dream scenario, PayPal would buy Robinhood. Like they've got like if you look at PayPal's balance sheet, it's amazing. And even Robinhood's balance sheet for a relatively new fintech type company, Robinhood's balance sheet is amazing. But PayPal needs to do something. They got a new CEO in there. Their stock is way undervalued, but they need to make some news. They need to make some waves. Come and buy Robinhood, and then let's have our friend Elon bring X back into play and buy PayPal. Then Elon would essentially own Twitter, aka X, PayPal, and Robinhood all rolled up in one. That would be very nice. So that would be my dream scenario. So I've got some things to look at. Maybe I'll be back today. I don't know. Maybe I'll be back tomorrow and Friday, likely. But then next week, you may see some, like, I'll be on the shores of the Caribbean Sea in Playa del Carmen. No, where will it? Yeah, Playa del Carmen. And we'll be enjoying the punishment of our livers and our guts from all the food, all inclusive. If you've never been to an all inclusive in Mexico, and I know I've told you this before, you got to immediately book a trip because it is amazing. The Mexican people are so sweet, so hardworking. The resorts are, you can't beat the prices. If you try to go anywhere warm in United States, because we like go to Marco Island all the time, Naples, Bonita Springs, Fort Myers, those places, and it's at least twice as expensive when you add up all the costs. So there we go. 32 minutes in. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next video.